Hey, Chat. Hi, good morning. How are you?
Hi Pushkar, I'm really well. Yourself? How's things there?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Great, great.
All right. First of all, I really want to thank you for taking time from your busy schedule to have a video call with me. I think it's very early morning there, right?
Yeah, it's just gone 6:30, but I'm an early riser. I like to get my work done early and enjoy the afternoon. But you're welcome. You're welcome.
Uh, okay. All right. Now, People HR is a huge SaaS product, which is I'm having you guys are having customers from a small businesses to maybe 5,000 companies or maybe Fortune 500 companies, right?
Yeah, we've grown really rapidly. We've been in the marketplace. We class as a startup. We've been in the marketplace now for just over 2 years, and we gain about 100 new customers every month, which is really good for a SaaS-based product like ours. And so customer acquisition is really kind of very key driver for our business and new customers are very important to me.
Okay. And you must be having various channels to generate prospects and leads, right? For example, maybe can you tell me a little about the challenges that you were facing with prospect and lead generation, and what channels you were going through?
Sure. I mean, our primary customer acquisition technique has always been inbound marketing, and it's probably very similar to lots of SaaS-based companies out there.
Mm-hmm.
For inbound marketing is Google search engine optimization, Google AdWords, which we spend a lot of money on, and various other forms of channels which allow us to pick up prospects who are going to find us. So, we have more than enough leads. We have a very effective inbound marketing program which generates plenty of leads for us. The challenge that I was looking for was that those particular customers who come to us inbound already know they have a problem, already know they probably need a solution, and as well as finding us, of course, they find many other competitive products to compare. So the challenge for me was really to build an effective outbound marketing program, which is where I went out there and I found prospects who may not even have known that they had an issue or a problem, and I'm actually able to communicate with them, start to have the discussion about what issues they may have in their business around human resources, present our product, and then really build the vision without a competitive situation, and then win the business. So that was the kind of goal I set myself, and it's been a very interesting journey to get to that point.
Okay. So, what approaches and what tools you tried?
Well, I've even though I may look very young, I have actually been in this marketplace for about 25 years, and I've actually bought 5 products to market, and so I've tried everything. I've tried telesales. I have a good understanding of telesales, having been
Mm-hmm.
involved in large teams. We tried traditional mail shotting. Tried other forms of mail shotting, or cold marketing, like banner ads and things, which
Mm-hmm.
some people think are inbound, but actually they're really outbound. They're very shotgun approach, and all of them have their advantages and all of them have their disadvantages. The biggest issue for me was really about scale and cost.
Yeah.
So telemarketing is a very expensive technique to use. It's very difficult to scale. You need more bodies on the ground in order to do that.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to build a whole new team to do this. I wanted to somehow build this into the 5 salespeople that I've already got and build it into their process with the minimum of additional
Yeah.
costs. So that was a kind of
Yeah.
challenge there.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, how did you came across AeroLeads?
Well, I came across AeroLeads. I'm not new to the concept of outbound marketing through emails, and there's lots of different names given to this technique: cold calling,
Right.
cold marketing. I went on I've been on a number of different courses, and I've taken my team on a number of different courses to really try and understand the whole technique around reaching out to people. And I came across AeroLeads because I was looking for a good, effective mechanism of actually acquiring contacts. And I'd looked at email lists, which are an option. We have our own opt-in program on our website. I'd looked at other tools which will go and find leads for you on the internet from various sources, and there's quite a number out there. But I found them all lacking, and the issue here was really that what I wanted was something that would be able to extract data from both Google and from LinkedIn, provide that to me, and then allow my sales development rep, the kind of sales admin role, to go through those contacts, clean them up, get them to a point then which we could actually make the initial contact with them with a very low error rate, and then pass them on to the salespeople. So there was lots of tools that did a bit of this and a bit of that, but there really wasn't a tool there that did all of it, and that's what I was looking for. I think it was by the grace of God I stumbled across AeroLeads, because you guys were in late beta at that point, and I know you're in release now. I thought straight away this tool is going to allow me to do the key things I need to.
True. So how did AeroLeads do this?
Well, it's probably worthwhile me kind of just sharing a little bit of my screens here. So AeroLeads is quite unique because AeroLeads is made up of its key user interface and also a Chrome extension. And so it works in a number of different ways. And the first thing I can do with an AeroLeads, I've actually got some data here, but if I wanted to, for example, in my marketplace, the key people that I want to actually work with are human resource professionals. If I wanted to work with and search for HR business partners, for example, so I'll just type that in here, and I just want to limit that search to the United Kingdom, then I can use AeroLeads and click on the search button, and it will bring back all of those people who fit that profile are in the United Kingdom, and it will give me the option to either transfer them individually into AeroLeads, or I can group select here and I can add them into AeroLeads as well. And you can see here it's saved it. Now what happens in AeroLeads when we actually do that is that it will bring the data back, and in a couple of minutes what we'll start to see is AeroLeads will start to try and look for their email address and their phone number, and when it finds it, it will actually populate it. Now finding email addresses, as I'm sure everybody is aware, it is very, very difficult. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. What I found with a lot of the tools, Pushkar, was they were just guessing the email addresses, and that wasn't really very good, because when we then tried to contact people, the emails bounced, and bouncing emails are not good for the health of your email server, and you tend to get pushed into spam folders very, very quickly. So what I like about AeroLeads is what we can actually do is, if an email is not found here, one of the things we can do is we can go and visit LinkedIn in order to try and find that email. But the really cool feature is that what we can also do is there's a little option here. We can click on the question mark, and AeroLeads will go and now start to search for an email pattern for that particular type of customer. Once it finds that, it will actually populate it into the email address. So what you can start to see here, for example, is that email addresses are being populated in here automatically, and the green envelope signifies that they are the correct email. So what was really, really important for me was that we actually did get that accuracy of email, and this is the only product I found that actually does that. The others tend to just guess at the particular email. What I can also do, which I like about AeroLeads, is I can actually add people directly from LinkedIn. So I could go into LinkedIn, I could search for a particular group of people, and I've actually got some saved searches here. So I'll just click on small HR resellers, for example, it will bring those individuals up, and I can either mark them individually or select them all again and add them into AeroLeads. And the nice thing about that, again, is that AeroLeads behind the scenes, working its magic, will try and find those individuals' phone numbers. And if it doesn't, it will let me know, and I can then very quickly from within the user interface press a button, and it will show me all possible email addresses that individual may have. Sorry, I said phone numbers, I meant email addresses. The reason I said phone numbers is because AeroLeads will actually find phone numbers as well for those individuals where it can do. So I really, and what that gave me was a complete workflow from within one user interface. And the sales development rep loves it because actually they don't have to jump around and use different tools and try and scratch their head when they're trying to figure out how we get an email address of one of those people. They're able to just press a few buttons, and AeroLeads works the magic behind the scenes, presents the right screens, and allows them to detect the email address. What's amazing here, Pushkar, is I kind of have compared a lot of products because I have a sales team of 5 and I want them all to use it. So I wanted to make sure that I did my homework. And AeroLeads has given me about 90% of the email addresses. Now that's pretty awesome. Everybody else, there's some great products out there, but I get about 40 to 50% of the email addresses. So this is very, very important for me. So however you're doing it, whatever the magic ingredients are behind the scene, well done.
Alright, that's all magic sauce.
The magic sauce, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to know about the results that you have got for PeopleHR using AeroLeads.
So the results are pretty awesome. When we started our outbound marketing program, we were bringing in 0 revenue from outbound, as you can guess. And we experimented with outbound marketing with one salesperson. And we have managed to build, in the short few months that we've been using it, £70,000 of annual reoccurring revenue. So what's that? It's about $100,000 or so. Yeah. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, there's been a lot of hard work, and AeroLeads has been one component of that success story. But without AeroLeads, I think we would not have been able to have the kind of contact rate that we've had. So I'm now in the process of actually scaling it up and rolling it out to the rest of the 4 salespeople, and we'll be using this on a regular basis. And it's great. What I found, and this is actually an interesting situation, is that because we are visiting people's LinkedIn profiles and we are visiting their websites, we are getting natural organic traffic increases on our website as well. And we're getting people coming to our website and checking us out and signing up for the free trial or the 4-minute video. And that means then we can do the lead nurturing to them. So this has been like quite a perpetual thing. It's been a very successful thing because the more we tend to do, the more that's coming back to us. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I think you already covered this, but still, in terms of features, what really difference you have found between AeroLeads and maybe other similar tools?
Right. So I think I can probably list them. The first thing is the accuracy of the email addresses coming back. And the second ability is that AeroLeads doesn't just go to LinkedIn for its data, it goes to Google for its data as well. And I haven't seen that in any other products. What I generally see in other products is they go to one place or the other, but not to both. And then, really kind of unique feature is that I like is that we're actually able to separate out items into different lists, which is really cool. But I think the one feature that is like the key thing is that when AeroLeads just cannot find the email address, which sometimes it cannot do because companies are quite adept at keeping them hidden, is that we can press the search button in AeroLeads, which will then bring up the user interface from Google. It will highlight all possible email addresses. So within literally about 10 seconds, you're actually able to find the email address. It's been very, very successful. That has been for us. We probably do not find. We probably find rather. Probably about 9 email addresses in every 10 where that situation occurs.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, and that's really good for us. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say that if you want to check that feature out, then take the trial of AeroLeads because it's worth doing. But it's in all of the products I have evaluated, it's only available in AeroLeads, so it's worthwhile doing.
Right. All right. Fantastic. So that, I guess that's it. And it's a very early morning there, and you need to get back to your work.
No, that's fine, Pushkar. I mean, if anybody wants to reach out to me, they can check our website out. You can see that we're very fast, aggressive, growing company. If you can drop us an email. So if any of your customers or prospects needs any ideas, Pushkar, I'm more than happy to share those.
Oh, fantastic. All right then. Thanks a lot again, and thanks for your time, sir.
You're welcome. It's nice speaking with you.
My pleasure.
Bye.